Welcome to this special edition election of Talking Points. I'm Tegan Brown.
And I'm Chile Casio-Dele. Polls for the Syracuse mayoral race are closing shortly. We have 3 Citrus TV reporters at each of the 3 candidates' watch parties. We start our coverage this evening with Citrus TV reporter Ricky Sayer, who is at Ben Walsh's watch party. Ricky.
Thanks, guys. I'm here in the Marriott downtown in Syracuse, where Mayor Walsh's watch party will be taking place. Right now, it's pretty quiet. The polls haven't closed yet. Mayor Walsh isn't here, and neither are many other people. Walsh is expected to be here in about 30 minutes or so. Walsh is the incumbent in this race. He is the current mayor of Syracuse, and he is the favorite to win the election. He's an independent, which is rare for a medium or big city mayor across the country. When he won in 2017, he was the first independent to win the mayoral election in over 100 years. He's also vastly outspent his opponents in this race. He's going on the slogan of keep rising. He's trying to build upon the progress that he says he's made over the past 4 years, saying he can continue with that growth and the progress he has made. Again, Walsh isn't here yet, and neither are many other people. We're going to make sure to keep you updated. Follow us on Citrus TV News for the latest, and follow me on Ricky Reports. I'll be tweeting out updates from here in the room, here in the Marriott, downtown Syracuse. Reporting for Citrus TV News, I'm Ricky Sayer.
Thank you, Ricky. We are now joined by Citrus TV reporter Nicole Aponte, who is at Khalid Bey's watch party. Nicole, what is going on over at Maxwell's in downtown Syracuse?
Everyone else gets ideas about interview. Hey, thanks guys. I'm standing right in Maxwell's with Maria Mercer. She's the event coordinator here. Now, Maria, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. How does it feel to be hosting a watch party right here in Syracuse?
You know, Nicole, I have to tell you, there's so much energy that's built up for tonight, not only for staff, but just the anticipation of being with the community, and both sides of our venue are open. We weren't anticipating that. The number went from 50 people. Immediately they called us. They said, you know what, Maria, I think we're going to actually go into 100 people. Can you accommodate us? And of course, our owner, Peter Ancona, more than welcoming, and said, let's open up both sides. Everyone needs to feel welcomed and comfortable in our setting. So we not only have the event room open, but we have our pub side open. So hopefully you get a little shot of that later on. So we couldn't be happier to be here for the community.
I'm also so excited to see everyone come back together during COVID. You know, you've hosted parties. How does it feel to be back, you know, with COVID-19 kind of in the backbone of what it used to be?
We've been pretty full force, to be honest. People want to be, it's amazing, to after people had shut down, after the place had shut down, they've realized just that connection with people you crave, and you need that both socially, emotionally, and just for the stability of just being a human. And that's really what we've found. We found so many people are booking with us. Right as soon as we opened, we haven't stopped. Our problem is, if anyone wants to work with us, we need staff.
Well, I mean, right here in the room, it's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
For the first people are kind of rolling in to the watch party tonight, and the polling places do close at 9 p.m. tonight. Now, you said you were expecting 100 people to be here tonight. Is this one of the biggest parties that you've ever held here?
It is. I'm not going to say it's one of the biggest. It certainly is hovering around top 5, yes.
So
yeah, it is wonderful.
And people will be flocking in here around 9 o'clock, and it will go all the way to 11 p.m. tonight. We'll be having continuing coverage at Citrus TV News for Talking Points at 11:30. Reporting live from Maxwell's, Nicole Aponte, Citrus TV News. Guys?
Thanks, Nicole. With polls across the city of Syracuse closing shortly, we are now joined in studio by Talking Points analyst Benjamin Schiller to preview the mayoral election. Ben, welcome. So this is the second major election to take place during the pandemic. Last year we saw record turnout. What does voter turnout look like around the city of Syracuse and Onondaga County tonight, despite this being an off-year election?
2021 is a different story than 2020, and I'm talking about turnout here in Onondaga County. According to the data released yesterday from the Onondaga County Board of Elections, only 3% of people across the county voted in early voting last week. An additional 1.8%, that's approximately 5,000 Onondaga County residents, voted in via absentee ballot. Today, many Citrus TV reporters were out on the polling station scene, including myself, and we heard from many polling station managers that there is expected to be a record turnout for the mayoral election tonight, but at the end of the day, we can see record numbers.
Now, Ben, you know, these candidates have been campaigning for months, Janet Berman, Khalid Bey, Ben Walsh, but how did each of them spend their day individually today?
Well, two of them did similar things, and the other one did not. I'm talking about Bey and Walsh. Bey and Walsh were spotted together today at the Spaghetti Dinner, which is a nonprofit organization that puts together a spaghetti dinner on Election Day. It's a tradition here in Onondaga County and the city of Syracuse to do that for the poor families here in the county. But Janet Berman, she had an early morning. She woke up at 5 a.m., went to her polling station at 6 a.m., cast her ballot to vote, but no one saw her after that. She was at some of the polling sites, but she's been very inactive today.
And Ben, last year we saw essentially no winners on election night due to the large amount of absentee ballots. People decided to stay home from the polls but still vote because of the pandemic. When should we expect, I'd say, to have a projected winner in the mayoral election?
Right, I remember last year on this night we were thinking, when are we going to find out who won the election? Is it going to be tonight? Is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be next week? The Board of Elections pretty much said that tonight they are expecting to call the race shortly after 9 p.m. when the polls close.
Talking Points analyst Benjamin Schiller, thank you so much. We also have the latest results from Virginia tonight. We have Glenn Youngkin up by 13% with 42%, about 42% of the votes in to the desk. Now, we heard earlier from Reed Epstein of the New York Times that there would be delays in Fairfax County because of some of the things that are happening there. Those votes have started to come in now, and it really looks as if that is going to be what makes or breaks this race. Who performs well in Fairfax and Loudoun counties. It seems as if a lot of the rural areas Youngkin is going to perform well in. Democratic strongholds for years in Nova.
Absolutely. I mean, last we heard, the latest numbers was that 74% of Fairfax County was in, and that McAuliffe was leading there. Now, of course, we're still waiting on the rest of these votes to come in, but it's going to be very close. There's no doubt about it.
And it is about that margins, right? You see Youngkin he's turned around maybe 25% of the vote. If he does increase that to 30, we could be seeing a situation where maybe Youngkin could pull this off tonight. But again, I think Nova, Northern Virginia counties like Fairfax, Loudoun, they're going to be what makes or breaks this race tonight. So we're going to have to see as we go on throughout the night.
Absolutely. So we will have you tune in to the hour-long Talking Points live election night coverage at 11:30 this evening on Citrus TV. And make sure you follow our social media coverage at Citrus TV News. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tegan Brown.
And I'm Chile Cassi of LA. See you at 11:30.